New day, new exercise. So today we will be working on the variables in the DAX function. I have already downloaded the file. So this is the file, how it looks like. We have three tables and this table here. So what we need to do, so in this we will be mainly working with the variables. So it's saying that create a new measure called count of building percentage of country, right? So this is a measure called count of building. So we will be creating one measure called count of building percentage of the country. I will click enter here. This one. How it's saying that how we can create the measure with the variables. So it's saying that we need to create this like with var and declare the variable to store the count of the. Here are some example you can use. So, count of building percentage of the country, right? So how we can do it with variable, we will do it as sum, country sum, like country sum is the variable where there is like the total count of the buildings, and then we will have mm, then we will divide this country sum with the country whatever is available in this, right? Like the China and this. So if I do this return divide, numerator is this, comma, denominator is sum of count of buildings, which is equal to country. No, wait. So let's do one thing. Let's take another variable, which is individual country. Indi country, right? Where we will be using calculate, and in this we will be using count of buildings, right? And then we will be removing, like using remove filter function from buildings or the country name, country, right? And if I click enter, oh sorry, and then what we will do, we will return these functions where country sum is divided by in the country and enter. So now if I put this measure in the table and if I convert it into percentage, are we getting any similar results as here? So China 100%, Shang-Chi 23.40%, China. Okay, so I think we have taken some different things instead of this numerator and denominator. We get confused from numerator and denominator. Country sum, right? Okay, this is classic. Why it's not working? So now it's giving us 100%. Let's check why. Why? We are using accurately, right? So we will be using country divided by all countries. And if you see here, what we have done, we have used the country. Instead of country, we have the cities, right? So we will be using cities here, not the country, man. City name, if I click enter. Yep. So 100% of China and 23.40 from Shenzhen, or what the name it is, 23, and then 10.64. 10.64. Yes, this is how you do it. And we will add one more measure called percentage of old buildings. Wow, percentage of old buildings. So I will be taking this and entering here one more measure, percentage of old building. Let's take the criteria. What's the criteria for the percentage of old building? The count of the buildings. And then so same thing, taking variable like one, which is count of the buildings, right? And then another variable, variable 2, where we will be taking calculate function and then count of buildings, right? And in filter, the building whose open air is before 2010. Open air, open air 2010, right? And if I close this and return, enter. If I put this here, make it as percentage, 750%, which is not accurate, right? So we will be taking it by the cities, right? There will be two filters, one with the city. Remove filters from city name, closing it, then comma, right? Enter. And if we see for China, it's so now it's also giving the wrong. So I think we do not need with the cities. So what we can do, we can use this, divide by this, and comma should be here, right? And enter. And if we see, yeah, China is 17.02, 9.09, and 80. So this is how you use variable in this. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.